In this video, we will complete the setup of VC-4. In this example, we have already installed VC-4 on Alma Linux, so we can access the web interface by going to the following URL. In our specific case, the IP address of the server running Virtual Control is 192.168.159.130, so we will need to add that to our URL. Now that we're in the Virtual Control web UI, we will do a quick tour before completing our basic configuration. By default, the status Rooms page shows. We can add a room by clicking the Add Room button. The device menu shows the associated devices that would be populated if a program were loaded. There is a video in this series that will cover loading a program. Device info shows the serial number, MAC address, and other relevant information. Network shows the network settings for the VC-4. Since this is a new install, VC-4 is not yet licensed. When VC-4 is licensed, the license information will show up here. When you first download VC-4, you have a 90-day trial period to use the software before purchasing room licenses. Under Settings, we can enter a Fusion server URL if utilizing Crestron Fusion. The Program Library menu shows all of the programs that are loaded. You can add a program here by pressing this button. Tokens are used for authentication when using the REST API, .AV framework software, and remote debugging. To add a token, use the Add Token button. Now that we completed the basic tour of the Virtual Control web interface, we can complete our basic configuration. We must set custom TCP keep alives to run the Crestron Virtual Control server. The default TCP keep alive timeout for a Linux system is 2 hours, but should be reduced to 30 seconds to more quickly detect disconnected rooms and programs. To set custom TCP keep alives for the Crestron Virtual Control server, open the File Manager, navigate to the etc directory, and open the sysctl.conf file in a text editing program. You must be logged in as the root user for this to work. Next, we will add the following lines to the end of the text file and press Save. Next, we will configure the detection of device disconnects. If a device connected to the Crestron Virtual Control server becomes disconnected because its Ethernet cable is disconnected and then plugged back in, the server may take up to 15 minutes to detect that the device has gone offline and to attempt to reestablish communications. To reduce the time it takes to detect device disconnects in this scenario, reduce the TCP retry timeout for the Linux server. We can add this text under the Keep Alive modifications we just made. Now we can apply the changes without restarting by opening Terminal and by typing the following command. You can make other changes, such as connecting the XIO cloud service, opening ports for remote Simple Sharp Pro debugging, increasing the file size limit, or increasing system limits for simple debugging by referencing the following URL.